A documentary streaming on PBS that premiered at the Austin Film Festival last year tells the story of how one of the most important archaeological sites in the Western Hemisphere has been unearthed, and it's right here in central Texas, about an hour north of Austin. The documentary, called The Stones Are Speaking, follows the story of archaeologist Mike Collins as he saved the Gault Archaeological Site from being looted and eventually destroyed. Discoveries at this site revealed that people have been living in central Texas as far back as 20,000 years ago, rewriting everything we thought we knew about how people first came to the Americas.
The challenge of archaeology is to take the scraps that people left behind and try to reconstruct what their lifeways were like, what the environments they occupied were like. If you get enough of those little bits and pieces and you integrate the perspectives from multiple sciences, how do these inform us of what life might have been like 15,000 years ago? That's what makes archaeology just absolutely fascinating.
We previously spoke with Texas journalist Olive Talley, the director, producer, and writer of this documentary. Olive, so great to be with you.
Thanks. I'm so happy to be here.
So, Olive, a big thing about the story is most Texans have never heard of this. I know this was my first time hearing about it. And 20,000 years ago, it's really hard to wrap your mind around. So in layman's terms, can you help us understand what exactly is the Gault Archaeological Site and why is it so important in our history?
The Gault site helped rewrite history. For a very long period of time, scientists thought they knew and had a really good idea of when people came into the Americas. This site helped dial back the timeline and the understanding of when people arrived, where they lived, and how they lived here. So it's one of the most significant archaeological sites in the Western Hemisphere that gave us enormous understanding about people of the past.
And I know it ruffled some feathers, this discovery, when it was revealed. What inspired you to tell the story when you did?
I was inspired after learning about the site on a National Geographic Lindblad expedition to, of all places, Antarctica. And I had never heard of this place. And when National Geographic photographer Ken Garrett told us about it, I was incredulous because, Laura, as you know, us journalists think that we know a lot about the state that we're covering. And I had been a journalist here for many years, and I thought I would have known about a place that was this important, and I didn't. And so that curiosity drove me to find the answers and to realize most Texans don't have any clue about this beautiful, worthwhile, significant, groundbreaking site that for Austinites is in their backyard here in Central Texas.
It is so funny. You have to go to the almost end of the world to learn about something in your very own backyard. And this story was almost tragically lost to history. Why is it important to preserve sites like this and to preserve the work of people like Mike Collins?
Because it's our human history. It is our shared history as humans on planet Earth. Don't you want to know who your grandmother was? Don't you? A lot of people are signing up for Ancestry.com. Now, we can't go back and trace our ancestors exactly 20,000 years ago, but it helps inform who we are, how we got to where we are today. It's history that is the story of us.
And it unites all of us from all over the world. And when people watch this documentary, what do you hope they take with them?
What I hope they appreciate is, one, the challenges, the devotion, the perseverance that Mike Collins showed and his team of volunteers. You had thousands of people who joined him on this journey of overcoming one obstacle after another. I think it shows what people can accomplish when they work together for the spirit and the greater good of humanity. It's about preserving history. It's about preserving culture. It's about honoring the past and knowing the past to be able to learn lessons and hopefully not repeat them in the future. There's a lot of science behind here that I did not fully cover in the documentary about climate change and the things that you learn about water and the changing climates in the United States, but mostly here in Central America. And it's I just think it has it all. And for Texans, we need to know our history. This is an important, incredible place in Texas history, in Western Hemisphere history, and in global history in some regards. So why wouldn't we want to know this and about this place and go see this place when it's so close and nobody's ever heard of it? And that's what I want to change.
Filmmaker Olive Talley, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe and leave us a comment below to let us know your thoughts on this video. And don't forget, you can watch full episodes of Austin Insight for free in the PBS app.